the most wonderful opportunities I think the modern church has at its disposal, and in particular here in Bolinas, is what I fully anticipate is the return of the boomers to church. Not the church they elected to go to after mom and dad stopped making them go, but the church that they vaguely remember when they were little, and now that we're older, getting to a vulnerable place. We've journeyed the world. We might have partied hard. Maybe we still are. And we've come to a place of wonderings, of wondering what more there was to that church message, or the songs that still run through our heads, and the friends who we miss, who we remember having good conversations with, quality conversations with. I am convinced that we are going to see a return of, and I'm a boomer, I've just turned 60, so the 50s to 70s age group, I think, are curious about everything at this point in our lives. And one of those things is, so what was that about that I was exposed to as a kid that I just dropped as soon as I went away to college, which is the classic story. And it may not be everyone's, clearly, but I think this is a real possibility in the next few years. And I don't see them coming back in droves, the boomers. I see them coming one by one and having a quick peek in the door and seeing if it's safe inside. The Bolinas church here, the Presbyterian church in Bolinas, is a place that is traditional but incredibly safe in terms of you can be you here. And so I hope that our boomers who might be curious would take a chance on a Sunday and come in, sit in the back if you like, and just hear what's happening. See how people are with each other and in their own bodies. How are people sitting in the pews? What is the message like? My prayer is it is always one of authentic good news and encouragement, along with some guidance perhaps now and then. But the primary thing is that God loves you. And it's so simple we can miss it. But that we come back as children, literally, to God. And that is where the peace is and the joy is. And from there we can go back into our adult conversations and our activities. But that regrounding in that essential sense of being a beloved child, that's what I hope every Sunday is. And it's equipping, it's reminding for the next week ahead, where we take on adult-sized responsibilities. But that in our heart of hearts, the God who created us in perfect love and forgives us at the drop of a hat, that the beloved community is God's design for us as people, not to live alone and isolated, and certainly not toward the twilight of our years when we have the richness finally to turn around and offer to younger people and to the community as a whole. That if we need a primer on what it is to be a safe child again, to come back to a church like, Calvary Presbyterian in Bolinas and re-experience the safety of childhood together with very mature and thoughtful adults who are willing to be refreshed, willing to be forgiven, willing to forgive others, willing to take a chance on being known and knowing others in a beloved community like Bolinas. It's a thrilling place. It's a small enough place to actually be beloved community together.